Salutations and good morrow everyone, welcome back to another Grounded update video where today we're hopping in and we are talking the updated changes to the public test server for the Hot and Hazy update. Yes, not only did they release an update on Wednesday, but we also have updated patch notes that released Friday evening as well that not only fix some bugs but add more to the public test as well. So super excited about that. I hope you guys are as well. So make sure you guys hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and leave me a comment down below of some of the things that you're most looking forward to in the Hot and Hazy update. Now, let's hop in and let's read through this. Before we do, I want to point out where I'm getting this info from. I am on the Grounded official Discord server. If you guys want to get there, you guys can go over to the Grounded's website on the obsidian.grounded.com, I believe is what it is, or just search Grounded in the in Google and it'll pop up, and then you just scroll through and the Discord link's right there. Or for an easier way for you guys, the link to their Discord is down in my description as well as the link to my Discord if you guys want to join my Grounded community on my Discord. So let's hop in and let's talk the 11.0 public patch notes. All right, so most foliage, grass, weeds, etc. removed on old saves will no longer incorrectly respawn when loading save. Not retroactive for saves made on public test build 3337. So, in other words, if you have not loaded in a public test server yet, or if you have not even loaded the new update yet whenever it comes out, you won't have to run into this. But if you already are on patch 3337 like I was, and then you loaded into the game and some foliage was getting in the way, then you definitely are going to have this problem where grass is going to be growing through your structures and stuff. Just cut it down. If you cut it down, it'll get out of the way and it'll stay that way. Science will no longer respawn on save, not retroactive for saves made on public tests. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so what this means is every time you were saving, the raw science was coming back. Every time you were saving, it was reappearing. So now that they fixed that, it's not going to do it anymore. So sadly, it was a great way for us that just started new games in the public test server to get a lot of raw science, but it doesn't work anymore. Gunplug properly restores state on save and load. So we were talking about this before. If you guys didn't know, there is a thing that you can do in the backyard with the Gunplug, and that is to stop the haze. A video on it is coming out a little bit later on today, so you guys can check that out. But this will now load back in properly. So if you fix it, when you load into the game, it will no longer be pumping gas again. Added icons to the new mutations, which is really, really cool because there are new mutations and they have adjusted a bunch of the mutations. I'll be going over that a little bit more in another video, but for right now, I just wanted to point out that yes, there are new mutations. There are 4 new mutations, and I'll give you guys a hint. One of them is perfect blocking. Anyway, let's go on. Fix a random multiplayer crash when creatures were looted or despawned. That's good. Diagonal mushroom half walls no longer appear as straight walls. Thank you. Sizzle buildup reduces twice as fast while standing in the shade. That's good because it seemed like the sizzle took a really long time to reduce. So now that it reduces twice as fast, it's just going to go away a little bit faster. Audio additions and changes to the new mini boss. And mini boss visuals updated. So he's no longer going to look like a standard little archer. And also the audio additions and changes to the mini boss, that's good as well because it's making him a little bit more difficult. And there will be a video on me fighting him as well today. So make sure you guys have your bell notification set to all so you don't miss that one. Performance improvements when looking at a security camera monitors. Sweet. Mounting a ladder can no longer clip the player inside of a solid object. That's good because this was another way that people could break themselves into the ground. Ladders can no longer be relocated while the player is climbing on them. Interesting thing, didn't know that was happening, but awesome. Shields now display defense rating bars. That's awesome because they didn't before, so we didn't know how much better they are. But the Black Ant shield is about twice as good as the Weevil shield now. And they're not that hard to build, so go out and build yourself one. You won't be disappointed. Porch drain pipe no longer has excessive large collision. This was weird. It was pushing me off like off the hose and stuff like that. I'm assuming that's because this porch drain pipe is sooner or later going to be used for something, but for right now, its excessive large collision's been removed. Meaty gnats will no longer hold arbitrarily large amounts of rotten food. Okay, so this is one thing I wanted to talk about. Meaty gnats, I didn't cover them in my update video on how many new bugs were added to the game. There's actually a secret 5th bug that was added to the game that is the meaty gnats, and you know, the normal gnats are like this. Well, the meaty ones are like this. They're pretty big. They're a lot bigger. They carry around rotten food, and it's pretty impressive. I'll show you guys one in my stream that's going to be happening very shortly. Rotten food items have correct names. Lab whiteboards have proper art on them instead of nothing or temporary messages. That's good, because then we could go through and do that riddle that I was thinking about doing. Milk molars have the yogurt logo imprinted on them. I haven't seen this yet, even with my updated. I looked at a milk molar. Maybe it's part that's facing towards the ground. I'm not sure, but cool. Globs have updated art. Awesome. Now they're not going to be just little error bugs. Creatures should stop walking in place. That's good, because there was some ants that were just sitting there just like, hey guys, how you doing? And that was kind of annoying. Block and toggle ammo radial controls no longer conflict with each other. Okay, good. Trash heap has been updated a bit. I went and checked this out last night in the stream I was doing, and they really did update a little bit, and it did change the location of the golden mint molar that I found. An updated video will come out a little bit later on this weekend showing the different locations of all the different mint molars that I found so far, so stay tuned for that one. Improved antlion animations. That means they're even deadlier now. Be careful. More milk molars added to the pond. Well, we always need more milk molars, especially in the pond and everywhere in the game. Thank you. Bugs should path more reliably around the black anthill and around the sandbox. Okay, so the black anthill, there is 2 different locations to get in there, just as an FYI, so I'm hoping they fix both of them. The oven recipes list now is correctly laid out when all oven recipes are unlocked. That means it's not one line, there's actually 2 lines of recipes. Then they have oven recipes shown what tier they belong to. That's good. New cookbook with 2 new meals added to the sandbox chip. So here is another one of those changes I was telling you guys about, how they updated the public test server and added more. So now we have 2 more meals, which I'm excited about. Updated music for the Haze and Sandbox. I've heard both of the musics and they're fantastic. Really, it super fits the areas that they are in, and I really enjoy the music that they've added to those areas, because it no longer just feels like you're exploring the standard backyard. Now it really feels like you are in a different zone. I kind of want them to do something the same for the trash heap. I know that is asking a lot, but I feel like with that trash heap, you could do some sort of like, almost like a tinkering-esque, or like, you know, a robotic, almost like, you know, exploring somewhere that is otherworldly almost, because technically everything in the backyard is very much so natural until you get to that trash heap where it's all human-made garbage all over the place. So I feel like that maybe like technical, and then they like electronic or something, and then they could take that and add it to the picnic table as well with the same thought. Anyway, that's just my thought. I'm not a music producer. I just was thinking that would be kind of cool. Black ants no longer raid the red ant hills at night. This was kind of silly when they were doing it. They do need to fix the ants still though, because there are a lot of them in all 3 hills, the abandoned hill, the standard black ant hill, and the standard red ant hill. There's a ton of ants in all of them, like game crashing amount of ants in them if you don't go wipe them out. So building our lure traps is going to be important again for this one for a little while. All right. Added and updated VFX for the bombable rocks and the falling shovel and chewed gum. Perfect. So that means that we now have some cool little VFX going on there. So I like that going on as well. Okay, and mint shards are considered uncommon instead of common. Tooth. So the mint shards that you get from, okay, let's take a step back. So the mint pieces that you get, they used to be just mint pieces. Well, you don't use mint pieces to make anything except for mint globs now. So what you have to do is you take the mint glob and you melt it down inside of the or the mint piece shard, melt it down inside of the oven, and it gives you a melt glob. And then you take that mint glob, and that's how you make your mint mallet. So they did change that up a little bit, and now it's going to be uncommon. So it's just going to give you a little bit more brain power and raw science when you research it, guys. But that is all the public test patch notes for the newest update to 3.3.4.2. I'm assuming we're going to get another update on Monday with more bug fixes, maybe Tuesday, depending. I want to give them some time to work some stuff on Monday. But we're probably going to get another patch update very soon that's going to add even more. This team is awesome. They're doing a wonderful job, and thank you all so much for watching this video. If you guys liked it, please hit that like button for me to let me know you guys want to see more. Also, please do not forget to comment down below and subscribe and turn your bell notification to all. And as always, I'll see all of you guys in the next one.